Only for so
Sorry about that. Mic got disconnected. Continuing this.
Alright, so already we see that Nebula kind of understands exactly what to do in this matchup thanks to them having fought for so long and so many times, but he tried to go for the grab into the nice melon, but too bad. Runes is smart enough to understand exactly what he's going for. He's seen this too many times. And instead, going for the cherry. I mean, I understand what he was going for, trying to go for the quickest option possible, but there are times where that's not the safest thing in the world, and that's not even the most optimal thing you can do in this kind of matchup. But instead, Brew is opting for the up air, and that's actually really good because even though Pac-Man is a light character, up air is definitely something that can combo any character in this entire game. It doesn't matter who they are, it doesn't matter what percent they're at, unless it's really high. Up air is just really nice. That's definitely what keeps Captain Falcon in the top 15 by all means. Oh, but it's doing so much shield pressure, but it seems like Bruins is just dodging through all of it. He just understands exactly what Nebula can do, and he's just forcing it all out.
Definitely.
Okay, this man's got a stick in his mouth because he's trying to eat this cupcake. Why do you take off the thing? Why do you take off the wrapper?
Leave me alone.
What's wrong with you? But what's wrong with me? What's wrong with everything about this venue?
Good Nair coming out. Good aggressive options coming out of Nebula.
Ooh, but that was a really nice back air, and instead he probably could have teched that, but yeah. I'm not sure.
Wasn't intending it. Wasn't expecting it.
I mean, I don't even think Nebula was expecting it either. But this is exactly what I expected out of Winter Finals. Really close sets. Captain Falcon, Pac-Man, you wouldn't expect those characters to be close, but Nebula and Runes, the players, are really close. They understand what they kind of go for generally. So this is going to be a definitely very back and forth matchup a lot. Just kind of like how Nebula versus Supa, yeah. I keep forgetting Supa is a part of this group. It's such a weird group. We got Pac-Man, Captain Falcon, Yoshi. Ooh, this man just slapping him with the legs right now. And he tried to knee the hydrant? I don't know about that one. Yep. Kneeing the hydrant. But despite how I think that's just a bit of a weird option because it puts you in stun, we still got, you know, the general things happening with Nebula. Nebula's still doing what he does, except now I feel like the farther he's gone in tournament, the more he's bringing out the down tilts. Down tilt was exclusively for fire hydrant earlier, but now I saw him try to use it neutral a little more, but the water being able to push away the side beat, that's really good, and instead the back are going to be able to take the kill. That's something that Runes does so well, just consistently going for the back air.
Yep. Very good work on your man there. You saw the opportunity, just kind of dash across using, you know, second fastest character privilege to kind of just run through Nebula's pseudo wall and just kind of back air. Yeah, he's like, alright, good, be gone.
Ooh, but still being able to get the jab across and basically force Pac-Man off of the fire hydrant. But it seems that Nebula understands that that's usually something he's going to go for, and just blocking him off from recovery. Nair, I kind of said this with oh, he's already dead thanks to back air, but I kind of already said this with Sheik, how her forward air is kind of like on the down low, one of her best moves. That's kind of Pac-Man with Nair. It lasts for so long. It's an amazing edge guard move. It does something.
And the startup at very high percents could potentially kill too. Yeah. Really weird. I saw Nebula go for it a couple times. Either way, dash shot coming out, no punish. Nebula, I mean, Rune should know that you can't really get to respect that. But you don't have to worry about respecting that garbage grab. But instead you go for that garbage punish. I mean, you kind of just gave it to him.
But, you know, it just happens sometimes. Sometimes we whiff like that. Sometimes we're bad.
He ran up smash. That's not a whiff. That's like he purposely went for the up smash.
Ooh. This man, I don't know what he's doing.
Backer.
Maybe he's trying to go for the tipper with right at the tip of his feet. But I don't know. Oh, but the forward smash trying to do it, and I don't know if that was the best bet. I feel like up tilt would have been a little better. I still forget that if you try to jump with the, when you're doing a fruit pull, it can actually boost up your jump a little more. But the back air being able to take it, and instead making the game 0-2. That is dangerous.
No, because didn't Nebula win first game?
Yeah, I think it did.
This one won.
All right. My memory's bad.
Don't worry, no. I just thought that because I gave Nebula the first game. That's my way. Am I being bad here? Am I being a bad person?
Ouch.
Either way, we're going into it. Next game. I just kind of came back and I was like eating cupcake and I saw W on someone's half, so I'm like, all right, it's Nebula. That's my biases coming in. All right, game 3 coming in here. Dark Runes. Nebula picking Town City. What's that low ceiling? I guess very interesting choice. Meanwhile, Rune just kind of applying pressure, just doing Falcon things, up airing every every hydrant in existence.
But seeing Rune's down B on the trampoline, I don't know if that was just a misinput, but I don't think that was optimal. But once again, doing exactly what Nebula did to him earlier, just forcing him off. This time with back air instead. That was really, really nice. But unfortunately for Runes, Nebula's able to come back because Pac-Man has a it's a weird recovery. It's really good because it goes really far. It's just gimpable, but up tilt is not something you see.
Oh,
never.
Trying to get that clean water hydrant mix up with the up smash right there. That's pretty clean. Surprised he didn't go for a down smash instead. I guess if he went for the down smash, it would have been too obvious what he was looking for.
Ooh, but instead of just waiting out all the defensive options, trying to exhaust Nebula and condition him into shielding and then dropping it right at the last second. That's really smart, but all this shield damage is coming out and threatening Runes to stay in the air and try to come in through a different direction. But it seems like Nebula wasn't able to predict it in time. But the Melon already. Oh, unfortunately, the Melon not being able to do much of anything.
Oh, I mean, it's a strong move.
It's a strong move, but he just used it at the wrong time.
Yeah. I mean, last week he did some really clean setups with it. That's one thing. I think that's what he's looking for. Running right into, I guess, side B. Wait, side B, I think?
That was down B.
That was down B. That's disgusting.
That's honestly a terrible option for Captain Falcon. So just pulling that out and doing so well with it.
Good kill move. What are you talking about? Good mix-up.
Ouch.
He did it to cancel to the tramp.
Ooh, but he tried to go for the up tilt spike, but instead goes for the downer instead. Not getting too greedy, instead of dropping him back down. And now he's dead. 2 stock, 2-1 lead.
He could have just stole the tramp from him, but he wanted to get that double spike.
Runes is a cyberbully. Can we just say that?
Cyberbully?
Yeah, he just cyberbullied Pac-Man right there. He's
cyberbully. He's in person. He's looking at him.
That's true. He just regularly
He's looking at him. He just did it.
Hey, can I commentate?
After the set. Because it's mid-set right now. Alright. Game 4 here.
Alright, but already starting off this next game, this could be dangerous because Rune's 2-1 against Nebula. That's not safe. That's not good at all. But then again, Nebula isn't the type of guy to get completely juxtaposed by leads at all.
Definitely A-okay with coming back.
Hello?
Bounce up of the orange actually hitting Nebula right there. Very interesting.
Oh, but instead, almost gimming that man. But thankfully, tech's on deck. Instead, just kind of building a wall, kind of like me and Arrow were saying earlier. The hydrant just builds a wall. I mean, he was joking about it, but still, it is just basically a big old wall at the end of the day.
Yeah, definitely. It keeps a lot of other projectiles from kind of doing whatever they want to do.
Especially since the water can just push both the player away and whatever projectiles out at the moment. That could be really clean for things like the melon or the apple.
That's just up for a lot of whatever you want, basically. Custom combos.
Well, personally, what I think is one of the most threatening things about Runes is that Runes back airs a lot. And even though most players would say if you pull out the same option again and again, over and over again, it's going to be extremely punishable and you're going to predict it, but the water working against this man.
Yeah, right now, Pac-Man, so Nebula tried to do the exact same thing he did in Game 3, where he kind of rode out the thing and went for the mix-up, but you know, Runes kind of saw it, so he just adjusted and punished him instead. He knew the up smash was charging because he was expecting that mix-up. So, I mean, he just punished, he returned the favor, basically. He's like, all right, you want to try this again? You know, fool me once. But back air's going to come up from Nebula and almost take it. Just not good enough, unfortunately. He was using a cool little setup trap trying to get into Runes' head, but Runes kind of just playing around it all. Ooh, no tech out of that situation, going to die. Interesting choice. I don't know if like he DI'd that away. I think he didn't have a jump, yeah. Man definitely was in a very SOL situation right there.
But it's kind of what I was saying earlier. Like, you see the backers keep landing because you say people will say spamming a move is definitely not optimal at all, and in fact can get you punished a lot of the time. But there are very few moves that you can just keep on pulling out, and they're still always going to be great. Back air is one of them. Back air, even if it goes stale, is still going to kill. It's still going to do a lot of damage, and it's still going to be very oppressive thanks to its range. It's deceptively good range.
Yeah, and it's also a really good. It's just a really safe move too. That's the thing. It's very good to kind of poke safely with. Get up attack, trying to come through, but the down tilt actually going to beat it out.
Pulling out all the tricks in the bag to just recover.
Trying to stall as long as possible and get Runes to just commit to something sooner than he'd like to.
But the weird thing about Runes is he's probably the most patient Falcon I've ever seen. He'll sit there and wait instead of go in and rush in.
Yeah, he's definitely not a flashy Falcon. He's kind of like a calculated Falcon.
And that's
which,
probably,
I mean, isn't the funnest thing for some people to play against or watch, but I mean, it's optimal. You know what I mean? Mewtwo King, it's optimal.
Yeah, I mean, you don't expect a fast, flashy character to do well stalling, but look at Sonic. That's all I need to say.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why he tried to up smash there. I think he expected to roll over.
I think he was expecting to kind of get it through the hydrant right there. Back there, though, almost going to take it.
Is this going to be a 3-1?
Potentially.
I would like to see this go to Game 5 at least. I always love seeing things go to Game 5 when it's this close. Ooh, but the trampoline not going to trip up Runes. He's smarter than that. And down tilt still exclusively being just a move he's using to get the hydrant out there because it sends it a weird angle. I understand it, but if you go for down tilt so many times, you're going to eventually catch on to the trajectory. And catching on the trajectory is terrible, but that was a really interesting trade.
Yep, going for the up there. Might as well take it. And just like that, Runes are going to take a 3-1 over Nebula.
Alrighty.